What's up, y'all? What's up? It's the Riz, the Rag, the Romance. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, and good evening whenever you are watching this around the world. Peace out to all my viewers all around the world, in Europe, in Australia, and anywhere else where I don't know. Holler at me so I know you're there. I'll shout you out. I'm the Riz, Rag, the Romance, the mighty Mgtow motherfucking master at disaster when it comes to rapping faster and making shit hard like alabaster and putting shit up on the wall like plaster. Because yo, my man is like Stratocaster. I got 6 strings. I bring all the things that you need to see and be, and romance is in the place. ROMANTZ. It's trifling and strifling with wives bringing trouble to the M to the G, T, O to the W. Yes, we got 2 discussions we're going to talk about today. First one, I got to make my tea back here. And speaking of tea, things are popping along with Ziggy and Galvanation. If you're out there, holla. All right, so enough said about that. The show will be coming. Yanks versus Limeys. Bam. All right, it's happening. We did a lot of run-throughs last night. We're getting the kinks out. We're figuring out how to do this, and we're going to have a show. And I'm hoping one of our first guests is going to be my new boy, Sydney Mgtow in Australia. Pow. Bam. Bam. Stay cool down there, fellas. All right, second thing. Just got done watching. It's been a while since I heard from my boy, Mike the Mgtow Monk. Now, for those of you that don't know, I'm always going to be a Mike the Mgtow, Mike the Mgtow Man. MTMM. Sorry. Mike the Mgtow Man fan and supporter. He found me. He's the guy who discovered me. I was nobody, and I still am nobody, but, he got my name out there, I guess, a little bit. So I'm always going to have a soft, I'll always support him no matter what he's going through. And seems like he's had a wild ride of a year, 2019, as I did. So today, one of his videos popped up on my feed. So I guess the Matrix is working a little bit, because I got a Mike the Mgtow Man video shot at me. And today's video was about, his video was, I don't know if I buy it, Mike, all right? But it doesn't matter, because what the subject matter is so poignant, and what this whole video was about is really, really good topic of conversation and discussion and thought process. So it made me think a little bit. Again, a woman wrote you a letter that said, you ruined my life, my marriage, because I was watching Mgtow videos secretly, and my husband found my browser history, and that made him. It's a comment. The whole thing with her taking the ring, and by the way, the whole ring switch. Really? You can do that? You don't say. So I can buy a $5,000 ring and a $150 ring that look almost exactly alike. Really? But anyway, the main point is that in this, if you watch go to his channel, Mike the Mgtow Monk or Mike the Mgtow Man. He has great videos, man. Good content. Really upstanding brother. Going through a lot of shit. I'm always here for him. But whatever. The video made you think. Okay, the video made you have to. It made you have to think about being a man, and it was another one of those conversations that I hate that I have with my son one day, but I'm so thankful that I'm prepared to give him that talk as a Mgtow brother when he is ready for it. The girl was out to screw him. She was out to, the marriage was all just part of a, marriage is just really just a stepping stone in the whole process of fucking destroying a man's life. If 78% of marriages aren't working out, marriage is not an institution for men to be successful at. So it begs the question, because he kept in his story where this girl was gonna ruin this guy's life by marrying him, and probably leaving him 5 years later or whatever, after she drained him of all his resources together, and then she'll start draining him of all his resources while he's ass out and trying to live. The question, it begs the question, and I've heard this before in Mgtow. I think I've heard the Happy Humble Hermit do a video on this too. And I think maybe Red Pill on Steroids has mentioned it. There's other guys who are out there in Mgtow philosophy who are really pushing the limits that have said this. That like, and the question that I'm asking, this is question number one of the two that I got to ask today. Like when can women love? Like, do they feel love the same way you do? Like when you love a girl, like there's this when I've been in love like 3 or 4 times in my life, and the feeling is one. It's an undescribable feeling of joy and happiness, and somehow there's like ownership in there, and there's responsibility, and there's providence. I have to provide for this person that I care about because as a man, I am a provider, and it makes me feel good to provide. It does. That is a dichotomy of what we're talking about here. But is it in the end? Like this whole marriage thing, this whole making a baby, the whole idea of hypergamy, that women are trying to find the best mate, and they'll even lie about paternity and shit like that. A lot of women are doing that. So it begs the question: do women love, or do women love the same as men? And I think the answer is no. What men feel as love, women don't feel. And what we feel and call love, that is love. What women are calling love, that is just using and abusing. There's some women who feel love and practice it, and those are marriages that people who got married when they're 18 and they've never been with anybody else, and they die with the same guy. A lot of our grandmothers were like that. Unfortunately, our mothers are a bunch of fucking communist whores that started second wave feminism, and they don't have them scruples. And they've taught every fucking other lazy ass woman on this planet, or at least kick the message to them that they don't have to do anything. They can totally break the social contract. That's really what it is in bottom of the barrel. Like the men are still keeping up their end of the bargain, social contract wise, and women have long ago said fuck the social contract, while still getting all the benefits of it. What we need to do is fucking put y'all, like, ice y'all bitches out. Like, you want to be feminist? Okay, you're better than us at everything. We're going to put you in isolated camps of only women. See, we'll come back and visit you in about 6 months. See how your tents are doing. See how your little grass huts are holding up for you. See how technologically advanced you got in that time period, since you're so wonderful together. But either way, no, I think the answer is women can't love because they're hypergamous, and men aren't hypergamous. You can't have love and hypergamy. There's only sociopathy and narcissism in hypergamy. So, and I think that women are more narcissistic, and they are more sociopathic and psychopathic on average than men. Somebody get them stats. I don't have them. I'm not digging it up, but I believe that by and large, like the amount of women, the percentage of women, of the whole population of women that are narcissists, sociopaths, and psychopaths versus the percentage of men is lower. And that number is exasperated by the fact that laws that are in place prevent psychopathic, sociopathic, and narcissistic men from acting the way they do, where the same laws allow women to be as fucking cunty as they want. All right, so that's, I don't know, that's question number one. Number two has to do with the LBGT thing, with trans testicles, all right? Now, all right. I don't care about this movement, other than it's destroying every fucking thing else in its path. I do think that the government is using it. It's not even the trans testicles really that are causing all the problems. It's the government using them as like suckers to do like evil shit to the human populations. But okay, you gotta live your fucking life as a woman when you were born a man. You gotta basically tell God fuck you out and show everyone you're doing it. Okay. And if that's all it is, that's fine. Like when I see a transsexual that like I can tell you're a transsexual, that's fine. But everything, and especially men transitioning to women, because women, their whole thing is deceit. Makeup is deceit. High heels is deceit. They're all exaggerations and lies. What's going on with bras is I don't even want to get into it. So part of there's an element of this LGBT thing that isn't being talked about, and that is the element of espionage, the element of like surprise and like smoking out your enemies. Like when you're looking for love, you're on a hunt, right? There's hunters that like put like deer fucking heads on, where they have antlers and they walk up the deers and shoot them. You feel me? Like if somebody I think is a girl hits on me and chooses me and it turns out to be a man, like at what point do I get to be violent about it? Like at what point do you cross the line so much that I just get to knock you the fuck out? Because I think, like, honestly, like it's wrong to beat up people for what they believe and how they want to like express themselves. But on the same token, if you're going to use that to lie to me and to like gain some sort of sexual advantage over me or any reason at all, and definitely there's a lot of people using it not even for sexual advantages, they're using it for fucking political advantages. There's people becoming gay just so they can enjoy the fucking freedom and the rights of it or whatever the fuck, and they're teaching little kids that. I'm telling you, they're teaching that in schools, in public schools, they're teaching it. So my question is, at what point does it become lying? At what point does being a cross-dresser or whatever it is, transsexual or whatever it is, at what point, like, does me as the heterosexual get, like, does your advances become illegal? Or legally I'm allowed to do something back to you? Because it's bad enough, like, like, I don't mind that they do this, but like I had to explain this to both my kids in kindergarten who came home and was asking me about it. I didn't know what the fuck a transsexual was till I was like in my sophomore year of college, but these kids are in fucking kindergarten talking about, Dad, what's a transsexual? Or why is that man dressed as a woman? Or why does that woman look like a man? Like, I have to explain gayness to my fucking kid. Yeah, everyone does now. So that y'all can have your fucking little fetish lifestyles and shit. Don't worry, the rest of us heterosexuals will fucking keep making babies and populate the earth. Y'all fucking people can do whatever. Suck dicks, lay in mud, fucking strap bombs on yourselves, whatever the fuck you do for fun. We'll do the hard work and raise the families and deal with this fucking bullshit and fight for our families while you're trying to disenfranchise us and make courts and jails to fucking stop fatherhood and masculinity. Fuck yourselves. Again, that's not bashing. It's not bashing. It's just, how do I coexist with you since you have to live this way? When does your existence and all the fucking shit you need to do to get by through your day so you feel good, when does that stop infringing on my rights? And where do my rights begin? I gotta stop the slurping. I know it's annoying, but I just love drinking and smoking and making these videos. And fuck yourselves. So those are my two. We're at 13. I'm gonna wind it down here, but those are my two questions for today. Anybody who's out there, please feel free to weigh in on them. And again, keep your eyes open. Limeys versus Yankees is coming. We are going to do a news show, a Mgtow news show, an international Mgtow news show. If you are in another country and you'd like to be a guest, or you would like to help out with the making of this show, or if you are in America or England, we can even use you more. But either way, if you're a brother out there that wants to work, that wants to be part of a channel, two channels that are growing, actually three, because I have a BitChute. He has a BitChute. I have he doesn't have a YouTube. I have a YouTube, and we're both the Mgtow TV. We're about to get into that next.